One of the fantastic things about Badger airbrushes is the superfine airbrush hoses. They are incredibly flexible and they're so light and flexible that you virtually forget that they are there. But there's one small downside, and as long as you know how to fix it, then it'll never be a serious issue to you. The issue is that you can drop your airbrush and you can actually create a leak, a split in the hose. As you can see here, I've just dropped the airbrush, and while it doesn't leak at one angle, as soon as you bend it, it does at another. And so this is very easy to fix, and so that's what we're going to show you now. We're going to show you how to cut and rejoin the hose of the airbrush. Now, to do this, you're going to need a scalpel, and this scalpel we're going to use to chop off the damaged part of the hose, and so that's just trimmed off the old. And I'm going to, if there's a cork seal inside here, just pull that out. I've already removed the cork seal here, and I'm now going to turn this face down and push it out, and very carefully so I don't cut myself. So I'm holding, my fingers are in line with the blade there so that if it slips down it's not going to cut. And that's it there. I've pushed out the centre part of the hose end, and what we've got is the outer collar and the plunger section, and we've got the trimmed off hose. Now this last little bit just needs to be cut off, and that can be thrown away. Now to put this all back together again, what you've got to do is you've got to slide the collar on. Just put that down. You've got to slide this collar on, a little harder than normal to do, and we've got to push this in till you've got a very small gap, that enough for 2 blades of the scalpel to fit. And I might just zoom in on that. So you can see that there is a tiny little gap there. And that gap is that when we pull this collar up over this, that it's got enough to expand and squeeze up to it. And I'm now going to use a pair of pliers, and you'll notice that I'm not actually holding the hose, it's just jammed between. And now I'm going to use these fingers here to pull. I'm pulling the hose and pushing against the pliers, and I'm pulling it through. And you can see it's gone all the way in now. Now if you keep pulling, obviously you'll pull the hose right off the back. So you've got to get it just right. That could probably go in with just a little bit more. That's it. It's gone in further now, and that's now correctly in position. And I'm now going to put that on the airbrush, and that's it. It's done. We have a repaired hose. No leaks. Rightio.